Sometimes we're aware of our thoughts and sometimes we're not. Many thoughts can be so automatic that we don't notice them or pay attention to them. It takes an effort to tune in, to notice what's floating through our mind and what we're saying to ourselves. Our first step then is to become more aware of our thoughts and to distinguish thoughts from other subjective experiences, such as physical sensations, feelings, desires, and attention. For our next mindfulness exercise, we're going to use the following descriptions of physical sensations, feelings, and thoughts, and desires or wishes as a bit of a guide. So, for this exercise, physical sensations will refer to anything that you feel in your body. We've been focusing on this in our past podcasts when we've been using breathing and body postures and doing our scan our body exercises. During these exercises, you've been encouraged to label your physical sensations, and at these times you might simply label your physical sensations in the most basic way, such as tingling, warm, racy, itchy, tired, hungry, sweaty, or whatever it was at the time. Feelings refer to one's emotional state or mood, so feelings can usually be identified and labelled using one word, such as joyful, angry, confused, contented, anxious, envious, resentful, flat, excited, agitated, and so on. Thoughts refer to the constant chitter-chatter of self-talk in your mind. For example, it might be something like, I think I'll make pasta for dinner tonight, or, when do I need to pay for that gas bill? These examples of thoughts are fairly neutral in tone, but thoughts and feelings are often connected and can influence each other. For example, you could be feeling anxious and be saying to yourself, really worried that I won't have enough breast milk, and if I don't have enough breast milk, my baby won't feed enough and then won't grow and develop properly. This example highlights the circular nature of thoughts and feelings and how thoughts can emerge from feelings and then feelings can continue to develop from those thoughts. Okay, now on to desires, wishes, wants and motivations. These refer to something we want or how we wish a situation to be. So for instance, I want a sandwich for lunch, or I wish my baby would stop crying. Why won't he help me with the dishes? While these are still thoughts, they're imbued with a desire for something. Intentions refer to a purpose or a plan to do something, such as I'm going to make a cup of tea, or after I settle my baby, I'll make a start on dinner, or I'll go for a walk with the pram when the sun comes out. These intentions usually emerge from our thoughts and desires. So physical sensations, feelings, thoughts, desires and intentions are some of the key categories of mental states and processes. These are also the mental states clusters that we've been talking about when we've been thinking about your baby and finding ways to understand what sits underneath his or her behaviour. So I want you to try to hold them in mind as you attempt the following mindfulness exercise. The purpose of this exercise is just to notice, identify and label mental states, again without judgment, just with that curiosity. So begin by finding yourself a comfortable position, slow down and start to focus in on yourself. When you're in that comfortable position, begin to tune into your subjective experiences and just hold your focus there to see what you notice. There's no need to intentionally change anything. I just want you to look inside and see what's going on. The task here is just to get to know the difference between physical sensations, feelings, thoughts, desires, and intentions. When you have settled and focused on your experience for a minute or two, I want you to gently begin to label what it is you notice by identifying your experience as one of those categories: sensations, feelings, thoughts, desires, or intentions. There's no need to describe in detail at this point. Just simply identify your experience as being one of those categories. So for example, if I was to notice I'm saying to myself, I really need to stop doing this so I can start on dinner, then I might say to myself, a thought. If I was to notice a sensation of hunger, then I label it as such and just say to myself, physical sensation. If I was having the thought, I wish this was over, I would say to myself, a wish or a desire. Approach this a bit like your mind is a show and you're just watching what comes on the stage. A thought. There's a physical feeling. Or a wish or a desire. Do your best not to judge what you notice. Just be curious and label it. I want you to try to maintain this focus for a few minutes longer if you can. Each time you notice something, just do your best to label it into one of those categories. Is that a thought? Is that a physical sensation? Is that a feeling? Desire or intention? Just keep noticing. Give them a label and let them go. Just like a stage show, just be curious about what comes next. And as you watch this stage show and are curious about those different things that are coming through, what I want you to realise is that though these are key mental states and processes and they describe your experience at those moments, they are not who you are. You are not your thoughts or your feelings or your experiences. You hold an awareness of these experiences, but you're also separate from them. And we'll talk more about this in some of the next podcasts.